We're live. Facebook Live. Try to set everything up, guys, to figure out what's the best way of doing this. Don't want the mic in the way. I was actually going to put some light on, too. Set the mood. Oh, blinding. Do I need light? Is this good or is this too much? No, I don't know. This is too much. Maybe open the window. A little bit better. No, I don't know. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out what the best way of doing this. Test 1, 2, 3, going live. I told you I was going to do this every last Sunday of the month, and I kind of got a little delayed and confused. This today is the day of the last January 25th is the last Sunday of the month. Saturday, this Saturday coming up is the last, and then we're into February, guys. What's up? Facebook Live, guys. Stay with me for a minute, try to figure things out, try to figure how we're going to do this broadcast. We're going to broadcast this live. What you think? On Sunday. Yep. Got the Suzuki hat on today. Suzuki Racing. I don't know. I think it's off center. Don't know. Work for it, guys. You know what that stands for? You gotta work for your stuff. Not getting things handed to you. Test us. All right, this is gonna be our first broadcast, and like I said, I'm just kind of winging it for the very first one. You know, we gotta start somewhere, I guess, right, guys? I gotta remember, look at the camera. I hope everything looks good, guys. Obviously, this is the first one, guys. Super excited. What we're doing is talking about 2026, what we have in store, stuff like that. You know, let's just talk about it. Let's get into it. Obviously, this broadcast is just me alone. I did not have anyone. Like I said, I totally forgot. Obviously, we're in Chicago. We are dealing with negative weather right now, super cold. Been locked out in the house for 3 days. I'm kind of lost. Don't know what's going on, guys. Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's talk about 2026, guys. Let's talk about 2026 for sure, guys. Before we do that, we're going to jump into 2025 real quick and just do kind of like a re-ramp of what went down for 2025. Nothing too exciting. We finished the Mustang build, the 2004 Mustang GT build in the springtime, completely done. Blah, blah, blah. You know, had fun with that. Obviously, started a new project, 2012 Hayabusa and a 2022 Hayabusa. And then we got the chopper build going on and a few other things to wrap up the year. And now we're into 2026, guys. So 2026 is going to be a year of greatness. Like every year we go into, we always want to start out positive and just keep moving forward with the stuff. So super excited, guys. I hope you guys are excited too. So over here at 1982 Customs. Okay. Why 1982 Customs? Obvious. You guys know, if you've been following me for a very long time, you know, I have switched names a few times. Obviously we're Toxic Cycles for a minute. I think that only lasted 6 months, maybe a year. And then we switched over to Redefine Cycles, and that was around for a long time, guys. We were doing that for a minute, and then we switched over to now 1982 Customs. Why 1982 Customs? Because I feel like that's the year I was born, and that's kind of where things started, you know. We started with me. So, yeah, we started with me, and that's why it's 1982 Customs now. Everything I do. And obviously, Redefine Cycles is an awesome name. Obviously, redefining cycles, motorcycles. That's why I was originally, not originally, but for the very longest time, Redefine Cycles, because you're redefining a motorcycle, which worked out perfect. Now we're stepping into other things, not just motorcycles. We're jumping into cars, trucks, you name it, we're doing it. So the name had to change to kind of really wrap everything up in one package for you guys. So that's why we are 1982 Customs now. And I guess you could say AKA Redefined Cycles. But at the end of the day, I want something that went for everything that we do on this channel. So we switched the name to 1982 Customs. Because we're doing everything now, not just motorcycles. Now we're getting into the car scene. Um, if you guys been watching my channel, you guys would see that for a few years, I took a break on motorcycles. I think 3 years, maybe very close to 4 years. I took a break from motorcycles and kind of was into the car scene, kind of doing. Obviously we had the Project S10, and then we had Mustang after Mustang after Mustang, and obviously there was a lot of Mustangs, and a lot of them were SN95s, besides the one S550 we had. But I wanted to bring it out something different. So for 2026, towards the end of 2025, into going into 2026 now I'm getting back into more of the motorcycle side of things. And I think when I took the motorcycle stuff off for a minute and I was kind of doing the cars more, I felt like I really did lose a piece of me because I've been doing motorcycles for, 20 plus years. And obviously I was doing cars here and there, kind of like boom, 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 nothing hardcore like I did in the last 4 years for sure. And now we're into a place where now we're kind of like doing both. Now we're in both worlds. We're back in the doing full custom builds of cars and other four wheels, and now getting back into hardcore motorcycles once again. Obvious motorcycle stuff. Obvious, no, I wouldn't say that. Motorcycle and car stuff go hand in hand with me. Um, just because more car stuff was really hardcore of me growing up. Motorcycle stuff didn't come until like early 20s. I think it was early 20s. So that went super hardcore with me on that. And then obviously we took it to the next level with the motorcycle stuff. So that's why we're kind of just like, uh, guys. Um, so this year we do have certain builds that are getting built on this channel as of right now. And you guys know which ones those are. Obviously, we got the Busa, we got the Sporty, we got Chop Chop, but Chop Chop's more towards the end of the year, even though we're doing stuff now. But we have the 98 Sportster that we have been doing a little boom, boom, boom in the last few months. We have the 2012 Busa that we've been boom, boom, boom for the last few months. Obviously, we have the 22 Busa that we've been kind of messing around with. And a few bikes that came in and out real fast, just to get a little money flowing going on to fund the projects. But yeah, I think feeling really great getting back into the motorcycle stuff. I think I sure I never got rid of it, but I never embraced it um until I was more back burner motorcycle stuff the last 4 years, just because I was so focused on the Mustang stuff. Now I'm swinging my gears around of doing both now. So for 2026, it's going to be very side to side motorcycle and four wheels. So we're going to do both on this channel for 2026, and we're going to push it forward for you guys. I did a video yesterday, Saturday, of talking about the four big shows, and these are the four shows that I will be taking the Mustang guaranteed to these four shows, because I don't want to take all my time and everything for the Mustangs. There's other things I want to do during the year and not just be so dedicated to Mustangs. I want everything to be able to have a fair share of everything, motorcycles and the cars, which we're going to enjoy. Cars and coffee, we're going to be able to do mix. The wifey could drive the Mustang. I could take the bike. We're going to do very mixed things. And obviously, the four big shows I'm talking about are Mustang dedicated, so obviously I'm taking the Mustang for that. I do have to write it down though, so let me pull it back up. So the first show that we're going to do for 2026, and this is with the Mustang. We're talking about springtime, not what we're going to be talking about in the a few about that's coming up in the next like month. But the first show that we are attending, because obviously I always have a good time over at this show. And we took many Mustangs as 550s. The yellow Killer Bee went to the show. I think we did take, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure we did take the blue S550 there a few times. I'm not sure 100%. And then obviously we took the yellow car, but we are talking about Chicagoland Mustang Club. So it's a Mustang organization in Chicago that's dedicated to Mustangs. It's their season opener, which is Saturday, May 23rd. 23rd, 2026 from 9 to 1. And that's we went last year. I have a video of that. We post that with the red one. And that was the day that I dropped the car off to because that's when the car was done, but I had it dropped off to get polished, buff, polished, and ceramic coated. Now we're all good. So that's going to be over at Twin Brothers Roadhouse in Aurora. So if you guys want to look that up, it's great, great Mustang show. I think this might be the new one because before they're more in towards the city of Chicago, and now they're branching more out here, which is nice. Because some of the roads that we used to take weren't the best, guys. I'll tell you, it was not the best. But yeah, definitely go check out that show. Like I said, it's hosted by Chicagoland Mustang Club, and it's their season opener. So save that date, guys. Saturday, May 23rd, 2026. Starts at 9 to 1. They serve coffee. They got a coffee shop there, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know what time they open the food, the Roadhouse part of it. Obviously you guys could have lunch there. Super good time. We, like I said, we left early that last year because I was dropping the car off to get paint corrected and ceramic coated. So I think we only ended up staying like 2 hours or so, and then we bounced. So definitely keep that one on in mind. The next one would be All Day in the Park, and that's a Mustang and Ford show. So it's not just Mustangs, it's all Fords and like Mustangs and all Fords. Okay. Obviously, could be dominated with Mustangs, but any Ford could go. So if you have any type of Ford, you could bring it. That is August 2nd. Who hosts that? I should have put that on. I didn't write that down. And then the third one, oh wait, first, second. Oh, I guess there's three. Why did I say 4 shows? Oh, guys, I don't know. And then the other show would be Ford Fall Fest, and that's always the first weekend of October. That's always a great show, and that's a all Ford show, not just Mustang. Oh, and then maybe a closure. That's why there's 4. And a Mustang closer. I don't know which one I would go to. I don't have any dates set on that either. So I'll let you guys know when that is, what's going on with that, and then we'll be attending that. Now, this doesn't include Cars and Coffee in Rockford, which we always go, which is always a good time. Great people, great community out there. Loves showing some support with them. And that does not include like smaller shows, local or a little bit distance that we will be attending. I just call this like the big 3 or 4 shows that I go like consistent every year. But like I said, there is small shows that we will be attending. I'll keep you guys informed. So if you do want to come by and say hi, or if you live in the area and you want to go check these shows out, if you got Mustang, if you want to go check these shows out, or if you got the Maverick, because obviously we have the Maverick too, that could go to a few of these shows. Just giving you guys heads up on that. I think as a car culture, I think we need to do better for sure. Instead of very what I want to say. I think we need to become better as a car community. I don't know where this dividing took place with, especially with the Mustang community. I don't know when it took place, but I feel like a lot of the Mustang guys, and it's really showing the more you go to the bigger shows, that how divided we are as a community, and that's just very sad. We should not be like this. We should, if you have a Ford Mustang, we should be coming together as family, no matter what year you have or style you have. Whatever you design, whatever you built, that is a part of you, and we should not be very discreet of like, I don't know. The Mustang community is messed up. Let's just be honest with that. I call it what it is. It's called what it is. We all need to come together. Fox body guys, you need to. I hate to call you guys out, but you guys are part of the problem because I feel a lot it rides on you guys because a lot of you guys kind of really talk a lot of garbage about the SN95, and I feel like we shouldn't be talking crap about each other at all. At all, we should be coming together as community. As a person that first Mustang was a Fox body, always have memories with them on that part. But I think, and I feel like a lot of the Fox body guys are getting it way too much in their head. I hate talking about this, guys, but I feel like they're so much in their head because they're like, I'm 40, 50 years old. I have $10 million in the bank. I'm going to build this exotic car. A shop is going to build this exotic car for me. And then I'm just going to drive around and think I can't talk to you because you're not on my level. You know what I mean, guys? Come on, guys. That needs to stop. We need to come together hard, like really, you know, what got me into this community of Mustangs is because of the community of love and how much support there was back in the early late 90s, early 2000s. The support was insane. No matter what you drove, Fox body, SN95, Celine, GT, Cobra, didn't matter what you had, we came together as one family under one roof, and we really embraced each other, helped each other. It's not about one type of Mustang. Oh, I'm just going to be and be divided and divide yourself against other people because of this. I think it's crazy. So we ain't gonna talk about that no more. But that is part of the car. This is part of the broadcast that we are going to be talking about through the year. I'm hoping 2026 is going to be a great year for the Mustang community. We come together a lot better than what we did in the past, and not just be so. What is the word? I would have to figure out a word to call. And like I said, I'm not calling everyone. I'm not saying every Mustang owner is like this. I have met so many great people at Ford Fall Fest that really embrace. You know, I just blew up with my new Edge, and the guy in front of me had a brand new 2024 beautiful Mustang, and he just like, oh, he came to me. He's like, I have a Mach 1 new Edge. Your car is so beautiful. I'm like, oh yeah, your car is so beautiful because I appreciate all the Mustangs, and we just came together, and it's so awesome how exotic something could be in the wild, and that you guys could be connected of talking about Ford Mustang and not to be divided by what Mustang you had. I really want to I really want to focus on bringing that to 2026 when we do go to these car events. I want to brace people with it could be a 4-cylinder Mustang. I don't care. Like, do you have a Ford Mustang? Yes. Check. You are part of us. No matter 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, turbo, non-turbo, $5 million bill to $100 bill in the garage. We should, as a community, should be coming together and loving each other, embracing each other. That's all we have to do. Really embrace each other with our cars. One of my goals has always been to be a part of a club. Like I said, I grew up in obviously when you're growing up in the late 90s, we're talking about the best car culture era, late 90s, early 2000, and how the imports had such a great club feel, meaning you could join a club if, let's just say, we had a Honda Civic and we were in the import scene and everyone had some type of import. They would just come together once a month, have cookouts, and just really be together as a community, as like family, like a brother and sister. And I really do miss that part of everything. I feel like we should bring that back for 2026 as as a Mustang community, is really embrace the great things about being into cars. It's not just about the cars too, that oh yeah, we got Mustang. It should be about a lot of stuff. It should be about family. It should, I hate to say it, but it's almost like Fast and Furious, family, Vin Diesel. And that's how it should be. It's so great to come as a community and feel embraced by all your peers, and just support each other in our builds. I think finding knowledge is awesome when you have a little community of Mustang owners and you're just getting feedback, throwing this back, doing this, and just really having fun doing community things. Like, it would be nice to do it once a month. I understand we're adults and we have things that we have to commit to life, a thing called life. But I feel like we should still at least get connected with our cars and with our peers that share the same passion that we do, which is Mustangs. And like I said, my dream was always to have a club that we would, like I said, kind of do a throwback and meet once a month, cook out. It could be one Saturday for 4 hours to have a cookout, maybe do a ride out west, maybe do a little photo shoot, just really to bring people together. Because let's be honest, life could get a little hectic, and sometimes taking these few hours or a day to hang out with people that enjoy the stuff that we enjoy, Mustangs, cars, and the culture, and just coming together and doing things together. I feel like it's such a great feeling. It's almost like a second family. You have a family at home, and then you have your family. They could take your family and go enjoy your baby that's in the garage, your Mustang or Ford. It could be any car. It doesn't have to just be a Mustang, but I think we all should come together for sure for 2026. Same thing with the motorcycle community, guys. I feel like it lost a lot of, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, what I feel on both motorcycle and car, four wheels, so two wheels and four wheels. Let's just call it two wheel, four wheel. A lot of people they're not building their own cars anymore, especially like in my age now. And I get it. You get a little bit of money, and now you don't have to like build stuff. You could just pay someone to build it. To me, that just takes a lot of the love and passion of having a car or being into the car scene, is going in the garage and building your own vision instead of paying a shop to build your vision. Even though you could tell your shop the vision, it's not the same. They're two different worlds. Nothing is better. There's no better feeling when you actually build your car compared to buying a car. Just like going to a dealership, buying a brand new Mustang, going right to a car show. I'm like, yeah, look at me, got a new Mustang. There's there's a great pride in that because maybe it's your first Mustang, maybe it's your first brand new car you ever bought. It could be both worlds, and you're proud of that in that status. Until you actually build a car from nothing to something, there's no greater feeling ever, especially designing it and building it the way you want it, like your dream. Like you fall asleep and you have a dream and you wake up and your dream is a reality. There's no better feeling than that. For sure. There's no better feeling than that. Enjoying your passion. And sometimes you will have bloody knuckles, you're wrenching and wrench caught in a different way, and you kind of hit your hand and you beep beep beep, and you look at your hand and you're like, hey, you gotta move on, we gotta finish it, and you do it. And there's no greater feeling, no award or money will ever satisfy you the way that would when you build something like that. That's 110% facts. um for the people that can't build, which is fine, we get it, Not everyone could be a builder, and no one else. Not everyone could be a designer. No, not everyone could be a chip food. I'll just say it. Uh, and they pay shops to build out their dreams, which is totally fine. But like I said, there's no better feeling in actually coming together as a community and really pushing forward. And like I said, designing your own vehicle and building it in your own garage with your own two hands, best feeling ever. And when you're driving it, best feeling ever. Because you get those people that give you thumbs up. Oh my God, the car is nasty. And no matter all the awards in the world, there's no better feeling is when people come up to you and just say how beautiful your car is, how great the car looks. I've never seen anything that beautiful before. All those words and all those like buildups is like the best. Why do we attend car shows to take home a piece of trophy? Do I even have a trophy in here? I don't know. I think a lot of them in the garage to go home and put on your shelf and collect dust. Oh, the best feeling is when you go to car shows and you're so proud of your work and your accomplishments in the car that you just built. You're showing the world and you're getting the feedback that you love to hear. Obviously, you're gonna have people that hate, that might not agree with you, might not like your wheels, which is fine. That's okay. Because guess what? The car is for you, not for anyone else. So if you built your car and you built it the way you wanted and you dreamed of since you were a kid, guess what? You just made the better than lotto. Let's just put it. So with that, guys, with that said, so we're gonna talk about that. So I just want for 2026, guys. I really want the communities to really come together and work together and not be so tangled up into things. And I might be part of a little bit of the problem too, is because, like I said, I have met a lot of great people in the Mustang community, and I have met some people that maybe don't agree with because I feel like they're letting it get to their head and, like I said, being a holy person, maybe sometimes you can't judge somebody, but everyone has a different story of life and journey they took. And sometimes people maybe don't think they're being it's just who they are, but to some people, they might come off a little cocky, maybe like they're hot air in their heads and they think the world is around, like revolve around them, when at the end of the day, it really doesn't. Um, but like I said, guys, at the end of the day, we all need to do better and be really of community and really come together for 2026 and brace everyone. I think that would be like the best thing for both cars, trucks, motorcycles, whatever you have, everything in between. We're do. So yeah, guys. So let's just let's just move forward. Let's come together. I think we're gonna have a great year this year. I get to really enjoy the Mustang this year, which is a very high. Even though last year I could have too, but now feeling the car is more like complete. Now it's like I could really enjoy it. Got the stereo, got everything done. And now this is the year that we can move forward and really enjoy the car and take it out and drive it, which is very excited for. And then obviously we got the motorcycle builds and drag racing, a lot of stuff that's going to happen on this channel that you guys will come along and go with me to the drag strip with I don't know. Should we take the Mustang to the drag strip? I don't know. I never built that car to be a race car. It's more like I said, it's my car that I could take out on the weekends and enjoy, go to shows, cars and coffee, go get something to eat on this bad to the bone car that I built. Never really thought about like racing it. I guess that was never in my attention. Like I was never planning on like, oh, I'm building a drag car. Yeah. Because if that was the case, if I wanted to drag race, that's why I have the 2012 Busa. That will be my drag bike. Even though I could drive it on the street, that will be the what is okay. I want to go to the drag strip and go fast. That's what I'm taking. Obviously, building a car to go in the nines. Let's just say building a car to go in the nines, you're probably looking at almost six figures. Price of the car plus 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 plus. I'm not looking to do that with this Mustang for sure. I'm not putting a built motor in it, built trans, and really go to the next level with it because it was never my plan was never to build a horsepower, you know, a horsepower madness car and never use it. If I'm going to build 1,000 horsepower car, guess what? I'm building it to use it then. This is more, like I said, enjoyment, passion, and having a dream come true of mine since I was in high school is having a sick new edge like this. Even though it was a Celine, this car very stacks up to my dream Celine. So we're all good in that boat. um, like obvious motorcycle rides. We got to go on some motorcycle rides for sure this year. Don't know what we're gonna plan, but maybe we'll go somewhere. I think I was planning in my head that my next trip I really want to go to Tennessee. Uh Maybe do a little Tennessee run. Maybe we'll go from the East Coast to the West Coast and everything in between that type trip. I don't know when, but it's in the mix of being thought of with everything else in life that we have going on. um, what else do we have? We got the chop chop build. That chop chop build, guys. Just so you know, the chop chop build won't be official build until like getting into the winter of 2026. Winter of 2026 into 2027. That would be the year that chop chop will be really full blowing. Like we're going all in. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to do some little thinky here. Because I'll tell you what, I've already have been doing that. I've been doing this, doing that. We're getting very close. I'm getting like this bike almost completely built already. So if that tells you anything, we got the motor, we got everything. Now it's just me going in there and mounting up, fabbing up some mounts for the oil tank, get everything ran, figure out about a seat, how I'm going to do the seat on it, and a few little things here and there, and pretty much that bike is done. So it's not so far off, guys. So don't be surprised if I kind of go in there in the summertime and tinker around a little bit. Maybe 1 week we'll do the oil tank, boom, 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 get that settled in and dialed in. Maybe 1 week we'll do the seat, make the seat, boom, got the seat on. Get the gas tank permanently on if we're using that one. Modify the gas tank if we're doing it. So when we go into winter of 2026 and 27, don't be shocked that that bike is pretty much done and ready to get completely broken down, sent out to powder coating. So that's when I would have to figure out what it's getting powder coat and then figure out how I'm going to paint the bike. So don't be shocked, guys, if all this stuff kind of comes through in a little quickie quick. Because like I said, we are pretty much really far along already on the build. I wasn't expecting to be this far along, guys. At the end of the day, I got the wheels, I got the front end, and I just wanted to have a roller. And then I end up buying a Sportster to take the motor out. Did that. Now we're very close of the very, like I said, if all I have to do is figure out about a rear fender, get the fender mounted, oil tank mounted, seat mounted, gas tank mounted, and some little bit of things here and there, we're pretty much dialed in and done. So I feel like the chopper build is so far along that I was not even planning it to be this far along, even though it is now. Um, like I said, one of my key things I want to do is probably definitely we're definitely gonna have the chop chop done for 2027. That's definitely a goal, is get it completely done, powder coat it, everything in, and figure out about how I'm going to paint this. So, like I said, guys, I think we moved a very, very, very fast pace with the chopper build, even though I was not planning on going that far, and we are that far. Oh yeah, actually there's actually a few things I forgot about. Fabricating the brake caliper for the rear is going to be a full custom thing, like the one off. No one even has to set up. This is stuff that I want to do on the bike, so that's gonna be time consuming. So we're gonna have some good winter stuff, but a lot of it is going to be done probably going into winter, which is going to be great because that means I'm that much ahead of the game then. Um, what else do we have? I'm trying to think. We got so much stuff, guys. I don't know. We've been on the show for 40 minutes. I think, what should we do, a 45-minute show or an hour, maybe an hour? I feel like live should be an hour. I don't know. This is just a testing. I don't know. No one's even joined. But like I said, this is a last minute thing, so I didn't even let anyone in the community know that we were doing this fast and what time. This is just all blues. February, we'll get that completely straightened out. So it's not like this. We do have World of Wheels. World of Wheels is right around the corner for Chicago, which is crazy to think. Let's just say I have to be completely prepped and ready in probably 4 weeks. I have 4 weeks to get everything dialed in. Yeah, that's probably like a legit number. 4 weeks to get everything dialed in on the two bikes. From paint correction to getting the final detail of the cleaning done, which I didn't want to talk about traveling with them. But if it's a possibility and it everything lines up and the roads are not completely salty to the max, we are taking 90. I'm at nine. Why am I even talking about the 98 Sports? The 2012 Hayabusa, and we're taking the Road Glide. Those are the two bikes I'm taking to the World of Wheels. Obvious, if the Maverick gets in, then the Maverick is going. I don't know anything about it yet. I haven't heard anything about it, or haven't heard a denial. So I don't know what's going on with the World of Wheels. And they did post something. They were supposed to go out at the end of this month, and still nothing. And now they're saying it won't go on until the first week of February. So we might not hear anything until mid-February what's going on. So that's a little crazy. I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that, guys. But like I said, the weather is crappy, snow, salt everywhere. I will not be tending because I can't risk my stuff going into the salt and getting ruined, because once salt dust is flying everywhere, it gets everywhere on the bike. Even if you wash that thing completely down, it's in every little cranny you could think of and hard to reach places. And I'm not about to do that to my Road Glide that's all chromed out, and I'm not doing that to my 2012 Busa and get my two beautiful bikes weathered like that. It's insane, and it's sad to say that too. I don't even want to miss it. I really truly want to go. But like I said, I do not have an open enclosed trailer. I only have a two motorcycle trailer that's open. So I can only do so much, and I'm just praying to the gods that we get great weather and I could get there and not have to worry. And obviously, we got farther drive. We don't live in Schaumburg anymore, so before it was a half-hour drive, just turned into an hour and a half drive if I take the highway. Um, so we're just going to wing it. If the bikes for some reason doesn't go, I'm hoping the Maverick makes it because I will be taking the Maverick for sure to the show then. But if not, I am going to definitely get some great videos of the show, for sure, to bring you guys along. Of either way, I'm bringing you guys to the show. I'm going to do videos of the bikes, videos of the cars, and everything in between. Obviously, if we attend the show, obviously we're going to be in the show, so I'll get you guys videos of loading the bikes up, going to the show, and show you that this is a full-time job. This is a lifestyle of work too. That getting the bikes ready at home, plus loading the bikes on the trailer, loading your truck with the trailer, taking the bikes, driving them, getting there, dealing with all the ins and outs, finally get the bikes unlocked, then have to move the truck and trailer around, then have to go back to the bikes and spend like a full day of just cleaning and detailing the bikes to be perfection for the show. So that's like another day. So it's a crazy, crazy, crazy long days, and obviously you're there for 4 days. Like I said, I will be dropping the bikes off Thursday if everything goes good. I drop off would be Thursday in the morning. Like I think I did a morning one. Usually I do because I take the day off. So that means I'll get there in the morning on Thursday. Boom, 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 boom. I would have all evening, so early afternoon, all through probably like 9 o'clock at night to do what I have to do. Clean the bikes, detail the bikes, get the everything prepped out the way it should be at the show, parking the bike the way, all these other crazy things. Yeah, everything's set. And then I come back the next day, which should be a Friday early in the morning, make sure everything is boom, boom, boom to par. And then obviously, I think the show opens at 3 o'clock. Friday would be like the open air. A lot of times, high school kids get in early. So I think 12 o'clock actually, because I think the high school kids that are in automotive gets to go there first and like see the cars before the public does. So we got that to do. So, and then obviously you got all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. And then Sunday is loading the bike. The show closes at 5, loading the bike up, which that's an hour plus deal. And then just driving home, that's another hour and a half, plus unloading, another, it's crazy. Crazy, guys. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a full-time job doing that show. And then obviously if you have a car, I don't think I would ever bring the Mustang because I will not have my things ever see salt in that way unless something happens one time where the weather is literally completely different. I would probably never, even if I had an open and closed trailer for my car, I just could not do that show. Like I'm still debating about the motorcycles, even though I have a trailer. I'm not riding them. I have a trailer. But yeah, guys, like I said, that's a full time job, and then obviously checking into the hotel, getting everything set up, getting your mindset ready, and then the detail stuff you have to bring. Not even just the bikes, the detail products, the rags, this, that. You have to have like the full 100 yards to get everything completely set up for that, guys. So crazy. But I'll take you guys along to the Chicago World of Wheels because that's definitely one of the best shows. Probably, I haven't been to Detroit yet, but guaranteed between Detroit and Chicago and maybe one more, those are the three biggest shows for the World of Wheels for sure. Some heavy hitters go to those shows. Heavy hit, $1 million plus cars. That it's crazy, guys. So I think we're just going to call it a day at 45 minutes. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And like I said, maybe I'm hoping to get someone, I guess we could talk about like something on the next broadcast about what's going on. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Obviously, the next one that we do post, it will be, I'll tell you the date. So that way you guys get a little prepared. What do we got here? We got January 22nd. February 22nd will be the next broadcast. I don't know. I don't know. Let's say noon. Okay, let's say noon. February 22nd, 2026 at 12 p.m. We will be doing another broadcast. We probably will be talking a lot about the World of Wheels and what's going on because you're literally that that following week, the next week is when the World of Wheels is, guys. So I will see you guys in the next. Thanks for watching.